Oh, okay. There we go. Welcome. WindyCityVibin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sunday, October 9th. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh
On
man.
a hard fought Bears loss.
All right.
No moral victory,
Improvement.
so a loss is a loss.
Improvements though.
Yeah. A really good. I know that first half was ugly.
Oh yeah.
The first half was ugly. A lot of drop passes.
A lot of Justin Jefferson too. So
I mean, a lot of
man's a dog.
Dalvin Cook. A lot of making Kirk Cousins look like Tom Brady.
Well, luckily. Oh, you froze. Wait a minute. What's going on? Hold on. Let's pause. All right. Sorry, technical difficulties, but we back. So yeah, I didn't hear anything you said about the game.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. Right after you said Kirk Cousins looked like Tom Brady, and that's when you paused.
Yeah. So yeah. We wasn't really rushing the passer. We haven't been a blitzing team this year, but Kirk Cousins can be rattled, and we just never got back there to rattle. And that made a difference.
Yeah. I mean, he did throw the pick in the second half.
Oh yeah, okay.
But
Yeah.
that wasn't due to pressure. That was just Kirk Cousins being Kirk Cousins. So
Exactly. Yeah. Probably
But
been overconfident, but he had
I
every
mean,
reason to be confident in this game.
but I mean, they jumped out on us. It was what 21-3, and
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears came back to the point where they had the lead in the fourth quarter. So kudos to the coaching staff. Justin Fields looked solid. No mistakes really. He read the blitz well. That's what encouraged me. Like he was pre-snap reads and adjustments and hot throws, and like he got the ball. He missed Mooney on that touchdown throw, but outside of that, like Mooney made a heck of a catch. I still don't think he a number one receiver though. Like, but I'm not here to downplay the man.
The talent gap is obvious.
It's so we don't have a Justin Jefferson and Thielen.
You don't have a Justin Jefferson. You can just throw the ball to, and he'll make something out of it. Even on the front lines, there is no pass rusher. There is no what. I don't even want to say top tier, but who's like a mid tier? Ndamukong Suh?
I mean, Quinn was supposed to be that, but clearly he was a product of Khalil Mack being
right,
there.
Right. But there is no Khalil Mack, right?
So he's being truly exposed. Because I believe he's playing about as bad as he was the first year he was here. And so, like last year, he had an outstanding year, and it was like, man, he was, rumored to be on the trade market too. And I wish we would have got rid of him because now it's like, man, we could have got that production out of anybody.
Wish we could this type of production, you give me,
yeah.
But I enjoyed the game. It was a good. The adjustment was so. Man, I'm like, this is. I like so the talent, like I said, the talent gap is apparent. But the fight though, their fight.
Yeah.
They got some. There's a fight in these dogs, man, and that was good to see. Loss or not, there's no more victories. We 2-3. But they was like I was listening to the recap. Like this is one of those years, man, where you just evaluate everything. Like who's coming, who's staying, who's leaving.
And I'm glad the coach, like the game plan showed that. Like Like, let's not be afraid of turning the ball over. Like, let's
Yeah,
have him throw the ball a little bit more because we
yeah.
need to see if he's the quarterback.
We need to see. I still think he is.
I still think he is. Like, he needs to trust in his teammates more because even though they earned his distrust, sometimes they be there and he don't pull the trigger because he just
Right.
don't trust what he's
That
seeing.
is-
So
right. Yeah.
it,
Combination of nerds and pass
yeah,
rush. And,
so it's
right.
like but today he looked like okay, he's starting to get the feel for this offense. So hopefully it's a quick turnaround. They play Thursday, so hopefully like Thursday game's been terrible all year. So I'm just
I
hoping
don't know
that they.
about this one though.
I mean,
It,
the
it
Bears
definitely,
and
it's definitely gonna be, it's definitely gonna be a defensive game because Ron
yeah,
Rivera's, he's all the defense.
yeah. So
All right. Speaking of the Thursday game, the Commanders they played last week in those black jerseys. I
yeah,
thought those was a Steelers jersey. I'm like, bro, whose
yeah.
jersey those? I gotta give me one of those.
Yeah, they changed their uniforms. They look kind of fire.
The black jersey was fire. I'm like, nah, I need to give me one of those.
Yeah, so I don't I don't know if they doing them. I don't even know if we at their place or not. But
Yeah,
I don't. I just know that that's who we play Thursday. And
yeah, yeah.
buckle
So
up,
that's
boys, because it's gonna be a defensive showdown.
for sure, for sure.
Uh,
Two defensive coordinators as coaches, but Ron Rivera's been the coach longer. His experiences, I mean,
yeah, he
it's
went
Ron
to
Rivera, so
yeah.
man, like just do your best, Eberflus.
I mean, hey, I like I said, Eberflus made his mistakes, and he's owned up
Learning
to
as well.
him, and he's changed. Like he's
He's
not
learning.
making the thing that used to, and I hate to, but I have to because he's replacing the coach that I couldn't stand. When
That guy
Nagy made
wasn't
the
a coach.
mistakes, he kept making the same mistakes. Eberflus, he'll make the mistake, and he'll probably make a different mistake, but he won't make that same mistake. So I give him credit for that at least. Like he doesn't make the same mistakes. So it's arrows pointing up. Arrows
Yes, it is.
pointing up.
I don't know
Um,
how that's going to translate to wins this year, and that's cool because
right.
give us some draft picks. Did we
Yeah,
trade
we
our
got
first
all
round?
our picks this upcoming year. So
Okay, so and we got a lot of money coming off the books too. So it's like evaluate who's leaving, who's staying. It looks like Robert Quinn is leaving. Um, I don't know
I,
about Cole. I mean, according to this game and the other game, Cole Komet started to get in, becoming a part of the offense. So he might be
it's
staying.
about his asking price. If he trying to get paid like a top tight end, that's not bye. You ain't earned that, buddy.
He's not. I don't think these guys are stupid, man. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, like
Come on,
the only top player that should get top money is Roquan. After
and
that,
your number one wide receiver, who's not Mooney.
yeah, well,
Spend some money on the
that's
wide
yet to
receiver.
be seen. I honestly, because I don't know what the market is going to look like. So, I mean, unless you're talking about getting Odell, but because
I
I
don't even
mean,
want Odell.
I don't
Odell's.
want him either. But he'll be the number one on this team.
Did they extend DK?
No, not that I know of. No. So but is he gonna be available? Franchise tags and all that, we don't know. Like, so we'll see. We'll see. We ain't even nowhere near that. We still trying to get through this season. So don't get me excited, bro.
I'm gonna write that down for like off season acquisitions.
You try to get me excited, man.
Listen, bro. DK number one. Who? Well, what's the name? They extended Debo, so
Yeah,
he's not going anywhere.
I was on Debo Hills. That's who I wanted. I was like, man, but San Francisco, man, they defense is even, man. Woo! That I like watching San Francisco, even though we beat them in that monsoon. But they are good. They are legit. If they can get their offense,
they quarterback.
Yeah, they get that straight, man. I can definitely see them contending for the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, they should be. They should stay in the picture. Unlike the Rams that seem to be struggling this year.
Yeah, and that's because all they players is hurt. Like Odell got hurt in the Super Bowl, and Allen Robinson dodged that bullet. I'm here to say I was wrong on that. I'd be the first one to admit I was wrong on that one. I thought he was gonna go there and like just show out, like, oh man, he ain't did nothing. Oh, he played worse then and he played with us. And that's saying something.
Yeah.
Because I was wrong on Allen Robinson. I am not ashamed to admit that. But I don't have a feel for like the league or whatever. Like
Me neither. That's all.
Nobody. Buffalo had it early for me, but then Buffalo came back a little bit, but they balled today. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's an interesting year this year.
Yeah, it seemed like it's very even along the both conferences, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
I mean, New York looked like they put it on the Packers today. So
they fight.
Yeah. You know, so I don't know. We'll see. So I have I had issues this week, bro. Minus the fact that we didn't record last week, but this week I've had I'm pissed. So we could go this two ways. We could go baseball, just because baseball is pretty much about the disrespect towards Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, you know, the steroid era guys, right, and how they being treated with Aaron Judge and his home runs and Albert Pujols. Like, they treating them so disrespectfully. Like, it bothers me.
I haven't been hearing that side of it. I've just been hearing about how much Aaron Judge, how close he was.
I mean, you just have to look at the coverage. They treating that Aaron Judge home run thing like he broke the record. Like he got more than 75. That's how they treating it. Like he broke a Yankee record. Like right. That's it.
But but that's the Yankees. Like, for some reason, well, the Yankees spend money, so one of the big teams that draws an audience on those sports channels. So, like,
one of the
coverage is going to be biased.
Yeah, one of the Fox ESPN guys was like, "Oh, look at the I don't even remember the team he got the record on, but oh, look at them and how they're not standing around applauding him or shaking his hand." It's like, it was a Yankee record. Why are they?
That nigga stopped the whole recording.
I don't know what just happened.
Oh, you paying $15 for this?
It's not this. This the internet. It's my internet tripping.
Did your internet just stop your recording?
You said my internet just stopped it?
How did your internet just stop your recording?
Oh, it's because it went out. That's how. I'm not. Oh, okay. I'm not doing this right now. They look trying to give me the update. I'm not going to do that right now. Okay. No, we're not doing that. Okay. So we back. All right. I hope everything got recorded. But anyway.
But yeah, they tried to erase that whole era. They tried to erase Reggie Bush's Heisman season.
Yeah.
They tried to erase the Fab Five. It's like this, bro, like, stop acting like y'all ain't have a clue.
Exactly.
And stop acting like y'all wasn't making money off that era, because that Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa competition, bro, that was.
selling tickets, jerseys. Like, come on, man. Like, it just bothers me because it's like you can't get rid of your past. Like, accept it. Like, if you really feel that way, you should have pitched to him. That's what y'all should have pitched to Aaron Judge so he could have actually broke the dang on record. If y'all would have actually pitched to him, if y'all really wanted him to have his record that bad, then make a little note around the league and say, hey, pitch to this man so we can get these steroid users. Like, be honest about it. Like, hey, we want somebody that ain't a steroid user to be on top. In here, we don't know what he do and don't do, but it's just like that.
But they already had a dude, and he's over there in the Angels. Not Shohei. Before Shohei got over there.
Trout.
Right.
Yeah.
You had it. Now he didn't do the 62 home runs.
Right.
But he was your face. That's your greatest baseball player of this era or whatever. There has not been
exactly
any talks of like, so it's just the Yankees, man, and they just assume like everybody's a fan of the Yankees, and everybody's a fan of Dallas Cowboys, and all. I'm like, I don't care about.
Nah. I just really had an issue with it. Like I said, it was more so, it wasn't against it. It was just the disrespect that they like, they not even acknowledge or saying the fact that, this was the record, and that bothered me. So that was number that, but that definitely wasn't the thing that pissed me off. Did you see? We shifting over to the NBA. The Bulls and stuff is coming up, guys, but I got something to get off my chest. Did you see that in the preseason, the referees are giving out warning cards to fans for heckling players using profanity, personal, talking about players' mamas and stuff? Did you see this? I actually tweeted.
I saw a photo. I think maybe that was you.
Yeah, I tweeted it on our account because when I saw that card,
I didn't see that. I didn't think that was real.
Oh, you didn't think that was real? Oh, that's very real.
You say the referees?
Referees are doing that, or handing those out. Officials.
I think that's more towards the racist heckling that they've been that the NBA has been. Certain arenas been like, Utah. And...
Granted, I understand, but when did we get this soft to where? Because they've been doing that for decades. Racists ain't new. It's not new. Like, they've been saying that for decades. Let's listen to what they were saying in the 80s, 70s. And they've been out there. Boston is notorious for it.
Yeah.
Notorious for it. Like, if that's the case.
I also think that's certain arenas. Like, I don't think Boston is passing those cards around. It's like, that might be California, that might be Chicago, that might be like
this is a new NBA. This is a new NBA official now. Whether they enforce it in those arenas is one thing, but the fact that they put it in a off-season plan of officiating, I have a issue. We are not that soft. We cannot be that soft.
Yeah. That's too much. That's too much to listen for, because the players be heckling each other on the court.
Exactly. Players talk worse. Well, I don't know. They used to. I don't know what these guys saying now, but
I don't really hear a lot, because those microphones be catching it.
I know Patrick Beverly speak his mind on the court. I know he's one of the last ones that do that. I don't know. I can't speak. Draymond, he does it. He's a topic of discussion today.
That's another. That's another that we need to talk about.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. That's actually under that internet clip of the week. it runs into it. But I really had a problem with warning cards. Like,
but you shouldn't be surprised. You know that PC era stuff is gonna find its way to the sports arenas, man. It's like,
bro, why are y'all listening to the fans? That's a part of being a professional athlete. Tuning them out,
right,
or shutting them up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, athletes that I grew up idolizing and respecting.
That was free. That was free motivation.
Exactly. You're trying to, what you want is to go back to the bubble. That's what y'all want. Y'all want to go back to the bubble. Whether y'all admit it or not, y'all want no fans in the stands. That's what y'all want.
That's not all the players, man. That ain't everybody. That might be the future.
That's the top players, I guarantee, because half of the Lakers team is the main reason why. LeBron complained about the fans. Westbrook complained about the fans. Westbrook was the main one. Westbrook and LeBron, the main ones pointing at people trying to get them kicked out of games.
It's funny how they complain about that stuff when they lose it.
Always. And I'm like, the last time that Lakers team was successful was during the bubble. And it seemed like ever since then, they've been terrible. And they've been trying to cater the rules. The bubble, after that bubble, what did they do? They implemented the extended playoffs. They tried to help them. Like,
just add a few bubble games to the season for the babies.
Man, like, it's ridiculous. Look, whoo, the fact that, look, y'all lucky I didn't get on as soon as I saw that card, because I was cussing, fussing. I was livid because I was like, how these people paying money to come see you trying to silence them?
Good money. Yeah.
And you want to silence them. Sit there and watch us play.
You know how you combat that is not going to the game.
Man.
If you feel disrespected, like, the league must think like, I pay for these tickets, but you got me messed up. I don't have to give my money towards this, but depends on what the fans gonna do. How will the fans respond?
Man,
you can usually watch it at home.
Man. Okay, now, do you want to talk about the Bulls next, or you want to go straight to Draymond?
Draymond, because he's a coward.
All right, now
he's a coward, and he's a bully, and he wouldn't do that to nobody his height or his weight class.
Hey, that's so not a man. Boy, I swear to God, I wish I would. I would be, nigga. First season, I'm on the opposing team, and I'm ready to scrap at the jump ball, bro. Like, bro, he ain't even my teammate, and I'm about to defend him. Like, bro, that was such a you swung on a smaller dude. Why? Because he called you a name or something? You swung on him because you knew you could probably take him because he was small. I'm like, bro, that's such a this nigga is such a coward. I want to fight this nigga, bro. Hey. Now, this nigga, bro. I get it. I totally get it.
That's crazy, bro. But Jordan Poole was like 3 years in.
3 years. And it's clearly a beef between the fact that he's taking over for Draymond. Like, he's becoming that.
He's not. No, I don't believe that.
I believe that. I believe that he's becoming the three in the big three over there. Because Draymond is
right. That's fine. But Draymond doesn't have to be a part of the big three. He's necessary.
I mean, I know that. But Draymond thinks he's a max contract player, and that's a story for a whole nother day. But
that's
I know that's a story for a whole nother day. But that's what he thinks.
Wait. Wait, him and KD had an issue.
Yeah.
But I
And
ain't
he
seen
ain't
no
swing.
link about him squaring up with KD though. And KD, even though he's might be taller than him, he got a smaller frame. Like,
this is true.
And then I seen players on the former players. So I'm like, who leaked the video? That's not important, bro. This big nigga just put this little nigga to sleep because he was heckling him at practice, bro. Why are you taking this practice so serious? Like,
One thing
so
that
Draymond can talk trash, but
yeah.
I can't talk trash.
Yeah. And I get that. I get it. My only beef with it is not that people are coming to Jordan Poole's defense, but that Jordan Poole didn't come to Jordan Poole's defense. Why did you let him step up to you like that?
He might not be a fighter, bro.
It don't, bro. It doesn't matter. You can't let no man. He
probably don't even know the rules like that, bro.
He did the man. You ain't gonna do nothing. He did that, and he did something.
Practice. He probably believed that he wasn't, bro.
I'm sorry. You can't. This is like you can't let no grown man do that to you. Bro, you have to be ready at all times. You can't.
We 3 years in together, bro. I'm pretty sure this is not the first time they had at it, but this might be the first time he swung on him, though.
Yeah, that's true. But I like I say, I can't.
Draymond be running his mouth, bro. I'm pretty sure.
I know that, and all I'm saying is you cannot. I understand. You just cannot let no man. That's my only thing. I'm not defending Draymond at all. All I'm saying is you cannot let no man walk up on you like that. Put your hands on.
Look at Jordan Poole, bro. He's a light skinned.
I get it, but he thought. All I'm saying is he thought it was sweet. He pushed him, and he thought he wasn't gonna retaliate.
This is my teammate for 3 years,
bro. I get it, bro.
We just won a chip last year, bro. Like, why you moving like this? Because you a coward, bro.
Hey, I'm not knocking.
We just won the chip together. Like, why is there beef? Why is there beef?
Because I'm telling you.
Like we went 0-82 last year, bro. Why we beefing like this?
All I'm doing is connecting the dots. You see, I've seen what happened at the end of the year, right? Jordan Poole and what's the guy from the Timberwolves that's on the Golden State? Wiggins. Jordan Poole and Wiggins celebrated, right? And they were like, oh, it's money bag, time to get that paper. Right? That's how they celebrated that championship. That went on the internet clip of them celebrating that, right?
I mean, as they should.
As they should. No issues. But now the issue is Draymond Green is in the contract year. Now they talking about paying Poole instead of Draymond Green. I don't know if that's what Poole said to Draymond Green.
Poole isn't a max contract guy.
I understand that. But the point is that if you watch the whole video clip, he said something to Draymond to make Draymond walk away, think, then react to it. And all I'm saying is, what could he have said that broke his heart? Because that's what he did. He broke his heart with what he said. That's the reason why Draymond acted the way he acted.
I've been in this league for like 6, 7, 8 years. You've been in for 3, bro. I'm not listening to none. You say I got how many rings, and you got how many rings? Like it's different, bro. Like
even if I feel you on that, but I'm telling you, Draymond was bothered by whatever he said, and the only thing that could bother a man that way is money. Is either money or something dealing with his personal life.
Draymond shouldn't be worried about that, though.
That's the only thing I can think of, Joe. That's the only thing I can think of.
Golden State would be stupid to get rid of Draymond because Draymond is a one-on-one. Like there is no There is no other Draymonds coming down the pipeline. There's a lot of Jordan Pooles coming down the pipeline, but ain't a lot of Draymonds coming down the pipeline. So I don't really. And even if he don't get his contract and his career is over, he's had a heck of a career.
Exactly.
And he started his own little new media type of move. Like, I mean, I think. Well, I don't know. This is what if I'm thinking if I'm Draymond, but obviously Draymond thinks different. But ain't no excuse for hitting a teammate of 4 years, bro. I don't really.
Oh, again, I'm definitely not. I agree with everything you said totally. All I'm saying is, Jordan Poole, you should defend yourself a little bit better. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
You would have had your hands up, but he ain't thinking like that, man.
I don't care how long I knew that cat.
He's not in the hood anymore. He don't live in the hood anymore. He's up on the north side in downtown. He's not squaring up with everybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Draymond's mentality hasn't left the hood. Like, bro, like even like 4 or 5 championships in, you still thinking like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you got a problem with the media and how they portraying you? What you mean?
Yeah. All valid. All valid. That's right. You hit every nail that I was gonna argue in against of what Draymond been preaching over the past couple years.
Right.
You've hit every nail on that head. So the only thing that I could think of to say to add to this is that Jordan Poole should have just defended himself. Because I mean, I saw when I saw his head do that, you ain't finna do nothing. And he actually sucker punched. See, that I have an issue with it being called a sucker punch because you don't bait nobody by giving them your chin. That's all I'm saying. Like he should have been more aware. That's all I'm saying. Because it's like you already upset him to the point where he was upset. I don't know what he said, but you clearly upset him. And the fact that you baited him after pushing him.
Unless, and it's already true, it's already been shown that emotional, and it's already been shown he's emotional. So that's like, true. And obviously he hasn't grown out of he hasn't come to the point where he controls his emotions.
Yep.
So like, I wish he would have swung on KD like that.
But I wish he would. Not only KD. But here's the bigger and better question: would he even still be on the team if he did that to Steph or Clay? And we all know the answer to that.
Right.
He would have been. They wouldn't even have to trade him. They probably would have cut him because he is in the last year of his deal. So they wouldn't have had him on the team after that.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are we treating him like this because of Jordan Poole? Like, why are we not dealing with him accordingly?
Yeah. But, let me use this back up.
Yes, sir. Pause for the calls. All right. And we're back. Yeah, man.
Draymond's still a power, but keep going. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, just to put a cap on everything, like everything you said, I totally agree with. I just, like I said, man, I just feel like the defense of Jordan Poole was a little bit over. It's like, hey man, he could have defended himself better the way like how y'all defending him, but that's neither here nor there. I really think that there's that double standard in sports is like it's so like you say, he wouldn't have done that to KD. He didn't. If he'd have did that to Steph or Clay, he would have been suspended, cut, something. Like basically nothing happened to him as of now. I don't know I know he's supposed to be gone from the team, but that was on his on his doing. So
he'll be back season open.
Exactly. But speaking of preseason, let's talk about our Chicago Bulls. Because I watched the preseason game, was it last night or the night before? I don't know. I think it was Saturday. I don't know. They looked amazing, bro. And when I say amazing, I'm really specifically talking about Io. Io looks great, man. Like his leap from rookie year to this year is really gonna boost him. The new pieces we added in Drummond and like
Dragic.
Dragic solid off the bench. Like they look that rookie is explosive.
Wait a minute. Dalen Terry. Say his name, my guy.
You know I'm bad with names, bro. But I'm gonna learn that cat name because he's the real deal.
Yes.
He's the real deal. And this is like, because I didn't watch him play in college. This is like, so my only time seeing him is in the red. So he's, that boy, he better get some tick too. Billy Donovan don't like playing youngsters. So I unless of course injuries, because that's the only reason why he played Io, if you ask me. But man, that he looks legit. It looks like DeMar and you know, they back to their old antics, doing what they do. I hope Caruso doing what he like. They look good. The Vooch even looked good. Like,
yeah,
I was shocked at that because it was like, man, Vooch been trying to find himself ever since DeMar came over. So
yeah.
It's looking good, man. And we played Denver, even though they didn't have Joker, but that was a solid preseason performance by the Bulls, and I was very, very impressed. I made the statement that it's going to make watching the Bears even that much easier because you can like get rid of what you see on Sunday and go watch the Bulls play because that's how good they look.
You see some veterans, and you see the Bulls. The talent and the talent gap isn't that far.
It's not at all. Like I could see them being on the top of the Eastern Conference like they were last year. So like it wasn't a fluke, y'all. Yeah, a lot of them they got in the playoffs and got smacked, but it wasn't a fluke though.
Nah, it definitely wasn't a fluke. I was encouraged to see Dragic move.
Yes.
As fast as he was moving, I'm like, okay, yeah, he might not have it defensively, but the tempo stuff that they want to do, 36 years old or not, he's the guy.
Before I forget, shout out to Kobe White. He looked amazing.
He's being aggressive. Yeah. We need scoring, bro. So, and I don't know if he's like. I mean, he probably been reading and hearing about trade potential trade options and all that stuff. So he probably just playing to get his trade value up or whatever. But that's to our benefit because the more wins we get, man.
Hey, and did you seen the trade offer from the Suns, right?
Oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Nope. Thank you. I thought it was just me. I thought it was just
Jay Crowder, bro. Who is Jay Crowder?
I thought it was just me, but it not just Jay Crowder, DeAndre Ayton too.
I didn't see that. Let me see that.
They talking about Ayton and for I just said the dang on center name.
Vooch?
Yeah, Vooch. Yeah. Ayton for Vooch. They was gonna package both of them in the deals with Cody White and Jones Jr., I think, for Crowder and Ayton. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. I don't think Vooch I think I would much rather have Vooch than Ayton. Ayton is a little soft to me. I'm not gonna lie. He's a little soft to me. Like if that was the case, I would much rather have Drummond starting center than Ayton because Ayton's soft to me. He don't grab boards. He ain't that skilled offensively. So why would I want him over Vooch? Vooch got skills on the offensive end.
Yeah.
I don't see the point. I don't see the point in that trade. Crowder is definitely not worth giving, especially if Kobe White playing like that. if Kobe White playing like if he played like he played last year, I might do that trade. But if he playing like he been playing this year during the preseason and summer league and all that, no.
I don't want to trade anybody now, man. I just want this
Absolutely not.
right here to gel and develop a chemistry and just
because we get it. We getting our asset at the trade deadline when Lonzo Ball get back. That's gonna be our asset. So we straight. Like I don't need it. I don't need to make any moves.
I love that Drummond pickup, man. I wasn't too sure about Dragic, but when I saw him move on the floor, I'm like, okay, he's a floor general. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
he might not be like, but we got Caruso, but he might not be the defensive guy like Lonzo is on the defensive end. But I think, like floor general, I think Dragic can do that. I think he can do that. I was wondering if he could at his age, but
I mean, them European players don't age, man.
They age, but they European players because I'm pretty sure there's some black point guards around his age that can still go, but they don't want to.
I don't know. Well, I put it like this: they too prideful to take the step back. Because I look at cats like John Wall, for example. Now I know he's with the Clippers now.
He's not a vet. He's probably like early 30s.
But the point I'm trying to make is that he's willing to come off the bench for the Clippers, but he wasn't willing to do that with Houston and those other teams that he was like Washington.
Who's better than him?
I get it. Oh. But that's the point. Like you could, Dragic would be like, all right, I come off the bench. I ain't got to start. But when you come to a brother, a hooper, a real hooper, they be like, hell no, I ain't coming.
Now, the thing about John Wall though is
because they tried that with Melo too. Before you get started, they tried that with Melo, and Melo was like, I ain't coming off the bench.
If I'm Melo, I'm not coming off the bench either.
I would. I think it would extend his career, honestly. I mean, because he has been coming off the bench too. On top of that, so like, I don't know.
I ain't
See, point example. I ain't coming off the bench.
What's the team? What's the team though?
And see, that's the thing. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter.
If I got the skills that Melo has, I'm not coming off the bench, bro. Like, who can do it better than me?
Because the reason why I said that, bro, is Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford was better than.
He wasn't better than Melo though.
But he was better than most of the teams he was coming off the bench for. He was better than they starting guards.
But he started too. Like, I mean,
I understand that, but he should have still been starting because he was still better than them cats.
Yeah.
Jamal Crawford was an anomaly that was like, all right, I'm willing to be sixth man of the year. Whereas
drop 50.
Yeah, exactly. He saw the value in it. He was like, oh, I'm gonna come in against bench players. Yeah, I'm finna score every minute I'm on. I'm giving you 2 points. Yeah. So it's like me personally, I get it. I get that pride. Like I get it, but you gotta. I think you can. Melo could have balled against some second team scrubs and boost his stock, and he just wasn't willing to come off the bench to do that. So and it's fair. I get it because Jamal Crawford was living proof. He was better than I don't even remember the starter on the teams he was coming off the bench. Like that's how good Jamal Crawford was. Like, hey, so yeah, Dragic
and he probably could see a ball, but ain't nobody wanted to pick him up though because he's too old. But we went and got Dragic, 36 years old. That only had limited minutes when he was with the Brooklyn Nets.
Hey man, hey, That ain't got nothing to do with me. Because if you asking me right now, would I rather have Jamal Crawford at now than Grogic? I would definitely take Crawford now. But
That's
I
a good question.
I'm just saying.
A 36-year-old Dragic versus a 36-year-old Crawford.
That's deep. Like, but I know that I know Crawford can give me more buckets than Grogic, whereas Grogic could probably run the offense better.
Probably, we don't know. We never.
But I don't know if that's his
I
role
think
on this team. To be honest with you, I really don't know what Grogic's role is on this team because he's not a defender. He's a halfway decent scorer.
Yeah, he can put up something. But
But
we shall see.
Crawford a better scorer.
Crawford's a better scorer, yeah. Yes, sir.
So hey, I don't know. Maybe they want is Crawford a better defender than Grogic? I don't know. I ain't gonna be. I'm be honest with you. When Crawford on the floor, I didn't care about his defense.
Yeah, I mean, like half of these players don't really play defense, man.
Exactly. So, hey, it is what it is.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
So, what do you think? So, with all that being said, I still got the Bulls coming. I got them being first in the East again, like they were last year. The only team that scares me is that new look Cavaliers team, man. They look decent, man. Like Mitchell fit well with them.
Yeah,
He fits real well with them.
I mean, they good, but I don't think they beating us.
I don't think that they could beat us, but as far as the only team that I'm worried about having a better record than us is the Cavaliers.
Only team I'm worried about is Miami because even with our acquisition, I'm worried about that toughness.
After Jimmy Butler did all that extra stuff, I ain't worried about Miami no more, man. they
go extra.
I don't know. I ain't worried about Miami, man. Like
I'm worried about that toughness, man.
Because once you get through their starting lineup, I don't think they got nothing. I mean, they tough.
You gotta go through their starting lineup.
I get that, but we got depth.
But they ain't tough though.
Drummond seemed pretty tough.
Well, Drummond's tough, but Ayo ain't tough. Tony ain't tough. These boys don't like to get. They probably. I don't know. That's. You know what? Yeah. I'm just worried about their toughness can really like demoralize a team, but they could have been figured out by now.
I mean,
Jimmy is not Wade.
He not.
And even Wade wasn't a great shooter. He could score. He could score. He could put points up. But yeah, but the shooting skill is like, so we'll see. We definitely will see. I don't think it's the talent's gotten better, but I think we'll still be up top.
Because I see Milwaukee stayed the same, Boston stayed the same, Brooklyn stayed the same.
Boston picked up
I know you ain't talking about Blake Griffin. Ain't nobody worried about Blake Griffin.
Boston picked up Malcolm Brogdon from Indiana. I'm just saying they didn't stay the same. They picked up
Malcolm Brogdon. I don't remember that.
Yeah, they picked up Brogdon. Brogdon went to Boston.
Okay. I stand corrected. I didn't recall that happening. So
yeah, they picked up Brogdon because they broke up that Indiana I think all they got is Miles Turner over there.
Yeah, I know they was talking about trading Turner, but I didn't hear any. Maybe that's because he already been dealt to Boston. So
yeah, they kind of like it's not like a rebuild, but they kind of like reset it because they sent Sabonis and some other people over there to Sacramento, and got Buddy Hield and some people from Sacramento to Indiana, and so Brogdon just went to Boston. Because I think Indiana picked up I think he like 6'7", he can handle the ball like a point guard over there. So Indiana kind of like not rebuild, but like
retool.
I guess they're retool. There you go. They kind of retool. And
but then why are they trying to get rid of Turner?
I don't know. They probably trying to rebuild.
I don't know that because I seen him with the Lakers, and then I forgot what other team they rumored him to go to, but it was another team besides the Lakers. I think that it probably was Miami. I don't know, but
probably they probably mentioned Miami. Yeah, they was trying to get well.
The Bulls, like I said, the Bulls ain't unless the only players that's available according to experts, I guess, is Vooch, White, and Jones Jr. They're the only 3 players available at draft picks.
I like Derek, man, but he don't really have like he has athleticism, but then I like Derek though.
I like Derek too. I like this team as, like I said, if they continue to play the way they playing, I like them as they are constructed. It's just that that Suns trade is a no-go for me. I was like, why do we want that? That doesn't help us at all. All Jay Crowder do is shoot threes that he don't need to be shooting. Like,
yeah, but like he don't even do it at a good clip.
That's what I'm saying. He don't need to be shooting them. He reminds me of who was that center that Shaq used to always clown for shooting threes? I forget his name, but he reminded me of him though. Like,
what team did he play for?
He played on a lot of teams. If I'm not mistaken, he played on a lot of teams. But Shaq clowning somebody, I understand how that could be.
Is this a recent team?
No, not a recent team. This is like when Shaq first started getting on TNT and all that stuff. Like, it's not a recent team.
Was he a foreign player or was he a black player?
He was a brother. Now that I do know, he was a brother, but I can't think of his name.
A big guy?
A big guy that would shoot. He would always shoot through. It might have been Cousins, but I doubt it was Cousins. But it might have been Cousins because he always said, I remember him saying, like, you need to get in the post. You a big man. Stop shooting threes. And he just kept shooting threes. And it was like, it used to irritate Shaq. He was like, man, you're not even shooting them good. Just go in the post. It's like you dominate in the post, but you steady shooting 3-pointers. And that's the thing with like, you're not good.
That was Cat.
Karl Anthony Towns. Okay, I knew it was somebody.
Yeah, that was Cat.
Okay, I'm like,
Cat. Cat was Cat's in love. Yeah, and Shaq was right but then again, Jimmy Butler was right too about those stars over there. Like, mentally, they just not like mentally tough. Like, Cat's not mentally tough. Because if he had any of the like aggression or just that mentality that Shaq had, because Cat has a better skill set. He just don't have the mentality, bro. It's like he don't want to bang down there. He want to just stop and pop. And but that's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But and I don't even know why. So we talking. So now this is another double standard because Jokic can play point and shoot the three, and everybody loves it.
Yeah.
But when Cat wants to play point, shoot the three, it's like, nah, stay down low. Like, if I can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, I agree. But my only argument with that is that Jokic was statistically was better at doing it than he was. So that's my only beef with it. If you're gonna do it, be good at it. But if you shooting less than 30%, you shouldn't be shooting it. That's all I'm saying.
But that was like what, Cat's rookie year, and then I think
that's why I said it was a while ago. I'm not. He hasn't said it recently, So it was a
Yeah,
while ago,
because
but
I think Cat won a 3-point contest, didn't he? At least he was
yeah,
in
like
it.
last year or the year before that, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like I said, I know it hasn't been recently. I just wasn't sure who it was. I just knew it was a brother. It could have been DeMarcus Cousins too. That's all
I think it was. I think it was Cat. My
okay.
bet. My bet it was Cat.
Okay, I know it was 9 times out of 10 it was either one of them because I'm the only two big men in recent memory that's brothers that
Now,
shot
I know
three.
because Cousins had no problem banging. Cousins ain't had no problem banging because that was his team. That's how they was getting their offense.
Yeah,
So like, I don't think Cousins had a problem going down low.
yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure. I just remember him saying it, and it just applies to Crowder because Crowder. Every time I watched Phoenix or in the playoffs, because that's the only time I ever seen the man play. Really, he was always left open to shoot the three, and the other team was like, "All right, we'll live with you shooting it." And it's like, if you're that guy, you shouldn't be
They
shooting.
not they not letting Cat live with it now.
No, they definitely not letting them live with it now. But it's just like, man, if you being left wide open, there's a reason for it.
Yeah, for sure.
And he just don't seem to get that because he shoot threes like like he's Steph or somebody. Like he put them up. It's ridiculous. And then I'll be like, how is they number one in the West with this dude on the team? he take bad shots. I'm like, I don't get it. But hey, for whatever reason, he not showing up and he on the trade block. So it's like, whatever, man. All I know is I don't want to see him with the Bulls because you asking me, Crowder.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't want to see him with the Bulls. Like if especially if we giving up anybody on our team for, I don't want to give up draft picks for him. I just don't want him on my team.
Go to LA.
I'm straight. I'm good with what we got.
Dump them all to LA and watch that just implode again.
Yeah. LA wants to. Yeah. There you go. Laker Nation. Go ahead.
Go to Lakers because it's 2 LA teams. Go to the Lakers and just let that blow up in their face.
Yeah,
while the Clippers
the Clippers look
the Clippers look the Clippers look the Clippers look if healthy, the Clippers look.
Hey, but in all defense, I said that about the Clippers for the last 4 years. If they could stay healthy, they could win it all. This year they even better. So it's like, hey.
And they been quiet too.
Quiet out of the news, out of the spotlight. Let it keep on. Just keep talking about the Lakers.
They ain't gonna beat the Bulls, but you know that they just good to. They look like a good team to watch.
Oh, that they definitely. If I were to,
like a good team.
If I were to say, I put money on Bulls Clippers finals. That's how I'm seeing it. That's how I'm seeing it shake out this year. But like I say, health. If both teams can stay healthy, I don't see another team that's constructed outside of official interference that can beat those teams. I have to throw that in there because they like to
because it's real.
Because it's real. They like to interfere.
Real.
So
I didn't know. Larry Marketing went over to Utah.
Yeah, he was a part of that deal to get
Donovan. I had no idea.
Yeah, Mitchell.
I saw that in 2K. I didn't even know. I'm like, wait a minute, Laurie's over
here. Yeah, because they had to give up something. So
yeah,
look.
I thought the trade deadline was over with, but the trade deadline ain't over until sometime during the season. I'm like, yeah, let's try.
After the finals, you could trade all the way up into that trade deadline. So Yeah.
I'm like, it's really-
That's I don't know. It's gonna be fun to watch the NBA this year. I just hope
as
that
always.
these officials with these warning cards, and I just hope that don't turn into, because I'm telling you that's going to ruin basketball, man. And I love watching basketball. I do not want it to be ruined, but they're going down a road that I can't support. I just can't support. Uh, hold on, hold
I
on.
don't think I don't think it won't be that. I don't think it'll be that bad. Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah. I just don't. I don't know, man. Like that. I don't think I can explain how shocking and like man, what are we doing here?
I don't think it's that bad, man. I think it's just that's just like a. It's unfortunate because you got those hecklers that just can't like heckle in a I ain't gonna say nice, but I guess there's an art to heckling, and that racist stuff is not part of it, bro. It's
It's
just say
not, and
boo and say this shit or something. Just all that other stuff is like you say. But if they doing it because niggas is calling Westbrook Westbrick, then that's a Russell problem.
exactly.
And we don't need to be coddling this nigga if he can't uh get in the gym and work on his shot instead of wanting to be a model in the offseason. That's
Okay,
a Westbrook problem.
so let me go back to the actual tweet, because I believe the person that got the card. Yeah. So this is what he said. He said some guy gave me the first official NBA warning. Goofy. He said I said the F word. That's what the man wrote on. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna be able to see it. But that's what the man said. He said the F word.
Mm.
Now, him saying that to a player, I don't know what. I guess it could be in the context of him hitting a shot and he like F you or whatever, like because he mad that he made the shot, or is one of his players and he missed the shot and he said F you. But
Yeah.
if we trying to censor fans just cursing at athletes, I'm sorry, man. Like if what you want to do is make the game, if you want to move the fans away from the athletes for safety reasons, because I will admit, fans are right next to the athletes when it comes to
Yeah.
NBA games. So if you want to scoot them back some, I'm cool with that. But you can't be kicking people out for cussing. Like you just can't do that. And that's why I
It's just
had to, like racism, I get it. Let's get the racist owners out first, though.
right. Right. Right.
Just saying.
Right.
Just saying. Like, let's get them
Right.
out first. Um, just saying. Like, if we can get them out, then we can start getting the fans out.
You got a point right there, my boy. That's it's like back like going backwards. Like yeah, you blaming the fans for like you blaming like all these fans for like one or two instances. It's like it's not even that should be the last thing to be addressed. Let's address the flopping and
Come on, man. Flopping kills the game.
stop
But you know
crying in
what?
front of the referees and
Hey,
just walk down to the other side of the game. Like let's keep it moving, man. Get out my face. You travel, get out my face and just keep it moving. Let's go. Let's keep this like
I,
bro, get a check, get out my face. Just
the
keep playing. You tried.
I don't know if you noticed the if you've seen any of the preseason games, but the the new rule now is that take foul crap, where if you steal the ball and you try to slap to
Yeah,
prevent the fast break, now it's a
mm-hmm.
one shot foul plus the ball if you do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So that is, I love that change to the game. That's perfect because a lot of that stuff is like moment. Like you just made a defensive play and you getting bailed out because somebody fast.
Yeah. Because he don't want to run back.
Right. Like, yeah.
Run back.
Yeah.
It's called stopping the fast break.
Yeah. So yeah, I just really hope that this doesn't go. I just hope it don't go down that road. I hope they address the flopping more. And yeah, we definitely gonna see. But I'm looking at a Bulls finals and that's I'm gonna leave it at that. What's up?
What were you able to start working on that backlog?
Absolutely not. And it's not even my fault this time. I had every intention on playing. I set up my stream and everything, and I even tested it. I was gonna stream BioShock. That's what I was gonna start with. And
right.
Tasha got me playing this dang on Disney.
Stardew Valley.
Yes, it is so addictive that that's all I've been playing.
Yes, why?
It's wild.
Like, what is this Animal Crossing for the Xbox?
Basically, that's all it is. That's basically.
How did you fall for it? How did you keep falling?
Cause she playing it, asking me questions, and so I'm into it, watching her play, and I'm like, you know what? I can actually get away playing this at work. So I started playing it at work, and sure enough, I went from work to playing it at home, and then it's like I've been playing it all weekend, and then it's like
crazy.
It's crazy. It's a got you type of game, but it ain't got you as far as money. It's just got you as far as attention. And I was a sucker. I admit being a sucker.
That's absolutely crazy.
I admit, shame me. I accept full responsibility. I'm not ashamed, but I'm shamed because I'm supposed to have been handling that backlog. What I will say is that I'm gonna tell you how serious it got. I didn't even watch like the latest episodes of She-Hulk and all of that. Like I just been playing that game. Serious. I was even playing it. I was even playing it while watching the Bears game. That's how bad it was. Yes, that's how bad it was.
So you never played like The Sims or nothing?
I did, but I wasn't into them. To be fair, my first experience in playing a game like that was Animal Crossing.
So if you played that, then you played them all.
Exactly. But with this one being gotten the Incredibles, the Incredibles and all, like, hey man, I was a sucker. They showed me I could get incredible stuff and customize my character with incredible stuff, and I was a sucker. So I've been
Incredibles what? Costumes
and hats.
Powers?
Well,
no. You don't get the powers. You just get the costumes.
They could be your friends and stuff, though.
That's wild.
It is. And I'm not ashamed about it. Not ashamed about it. But did you see, because another thing that I'm not ashamed about, did you see that Mario trailer?
I didn't see the full trailer.
It was a teaser. It was just a teaser.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I saw it there, yeah.
I was pleasantly, but I'll let you give your take on it.
I was looking for an Italian voice.
Yeah. Now I get it.
I wasn't looking for Chris Pratt.
I get it. But here's my beef with it. That's fine. Like if that's what you was expecting, that's what you was expecting. I personally have always said I think it would be dope if they give Mario like that New York Italian slang style because
Okay,
like
sure.
that's what I wanted. Now I understand
But they
Chris
didn't
Pratt
do
is
that.
just being Chris Pratt, but I
Right.
didn't want that. It's me. I didn't want to
No, you
listen
don't
to
want
that
to
crap.
tell me that.
I didn't want to listen to
Yeah.
that crap for 2 hours in a movie. So I'm glad. I'm personally glad it ain't that. Now, I would have liked a mafia style, Italian style Mario because I just think that'd have been funny. But he just me and Chris Pratt. I think I'm cool with it though. I think I'm cool with it because I
Slow down.
honestly don't think that he's gonna be the star of that movie. If you pay Jack Black as Bowser, it's gonna be crazy. He's gonna be where all the jokes, all the savage, like he's gonna be what's gonna make that movie worth watching. Personally, you don't see it.
I don't. You. When has Bowser ever been the butt of a joke? Unless being defeated by Mario, but like
That's why I love what the trailer did because the trailer is saying
unless they're distorting Jack Black's voice to make it sound more monstrous, cool. But if it's just Jack Black sounding like Jack Black as Bowser, I don't know how I feel
you
about that
didn't hear the
because
voice.
I heard Chris Pratt.
But
Bowser
you
was
didn't
in the
hear
trailer.
Bowser's voice.
No, I ain't hear Bowser.
Oh, you need to rewatch the trailer then, brother, because his voice is definitely in there. His Bowser
I
voice is definitely in there.
I know I
So
went. So,
because most of the trailer was him, so you probably didn't see all of it. You probably just caught.
I must have only saw a little clip of it because I think they was talking about trying to make up some controversy about Chris Pratt's voice and about Mario's butt. I think.
No, see what they saying is that it ain't his butt. At least I ain't heard that, but they saying that basically Mario is the spitting image of Fix It Feel It from Rocket Ralph. They like all
But
he
no,
is,
that's what Wreck-It Ralph was.
and that's why it lets me know that people don't understand that these characters are always been references of other characters that so that to me I was like, why y'all have an issue with that? That lets me know that y'all don't know nothing about the history of these characters. So I ain't tripping off of that. I was just so happy to see, like, because even though I watched that original Mario Brothers movie to the death
The
of me,
live action.
yeah, the live action one. I'm just so glad they didn't go down that road with it because Sonic made it like the way they did Sonic was like fire. I was like, they just need to do that with Mario. Now, whether he goes to the real life world or not, I don't know. I hope not, but at the end of the day, I was very happy with what I saw. It brought the kid joy in me, man. I was like, finally, a Mario movie done right. Visually,
Yeah.
whether it's good or not, I don't know, but at least
Well,
look
no.
good.
Okay, let me check out this. Let me check it.
You
Let me
pulled
check
it
it out.
up.
Let me
Okay.
pull it up real quick because
Yeah.
I'm about to give it a no because
Okay. Hey, fair enough.
oh, okay, I see Bowser.
I Bowser is going to be the carrying force to this movie, and I stand by that. This awkward silence is brought to you by Clarice watching the trailer. Going to give you your live reactions. Okay, that's what it was. All right. I knew I had something else.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm hyped.
You hype now?
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you. You low though, but I hear you.
I cannot hear you. Hello, hello, hello.
You low, you low.
Hello, hello, hello.
I don't know what you did to the mic, but you definitely, I can hear you, but barely. I'm gonna pause it till you get that.
I didn't do nothing. Yeah, I'm hyped.
You do you see what I'm talking about now?
Yeah, I'm hyped.
Okay. Now
I'm hyped.
that
That was great.
it,
That's going to sell like 1 billion first day.
yeah. Hey, I'm happy
I
you
wish
on
they
board.
wasn't so lazy. I just wish they wasn't so lazy and just giving every movie to Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
Uh,
I agree. I definitely agree.
Zendaya's boyfriend. Um, like I wish they would like do a little bit of homework to maybe introduce us to a new actor.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, Chris Pratt's great. I don't, but like I would have loved. I'm not going to see this Mario movie for Chris Pratt.
I'm going because I like Mario.
Mario is bigger than Chris
Chris
Pratt. I
Pratt.
don't know who
Exactly.
thinks otherwise, but okay. So I would have loved. I mean, Chris Pratt sounds great, but I would have loved to have heard a cartoonish, like you said, New York accent type of guy, like not a
Right, because
goofy shit Mario type, but like
see,
a nice
people.
little hint of like Italian
Yeah, that's
New
why I
York.
say I think that the Mario has been so Americanized, if that's a word, that I think that the New York Italian would have fit him perfect. Like just personally, like even in the last game, they got a whole place based off of New York City. Like it would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
fit him well. For a character to not have a voice to just go to sound like a white man, like just a plain white man, like you know, I'm just glad it ain't that over the top Mario from the video games. That would have just been
Out there.
too much to deal with for an hour and a half, 2 hour movie. Let just to get to to retouch bases because I saw the trailers for Black Panther. You media blackout on that, right?
Huh?
Media blackout on Black Panther, right?
Yep.
All right. So I'm not gonna spoil anything from the
Oh,
trailers.
you talking about that? I did see. I messed around and did see. I forgot about my own blackout. And I did see the second
Okay,
trailer. Yeah, I
okay.
saw the second trailer.
So you
But I'm
saw the
still not
second.
convinced that that's. I'm still not convinced that that's Shuri though.
Oh, I'm.
It could very well be the other. It could be Lupita too.
I,
Could be
I,
Lupita.
it could be, but I was thinking, man, why not Angela Bassett?
She too old.
Yeah, but I mean,
It could be like an Iron Man robot. But if it's Shuri, that's cool. I'm just like, it's female. It's a female, but I'm
yeah.
not convinced that it's Shuri though.
The only thing is that the face matches her face ink,
Yeah,
like the little dots. It matches her from the original Black Panther, her war paint. Outside of that,
that's cool.
it could be anybody. But
Yeah, I'm cool with it being Shuri. I'm not against it being Shuri. Let me make sure I'm clear about that. I'm cool with that, but I'm just like,
yeah. But that who it is irrelevant. I think that people, if you really paid attention to that trailer, Namor ain't the villain of this movie.
Mm.
And I believe the rumor mill is right about who the villain is, because
Who they say the villain is?
Dr. Doom.
Oh yeah.
It makes sense because he needs like that vibranium for his suit.
Not Dr. Doom, but Victor Von Doom, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
hasn't
yeah.
become Dr. Doom yet, right?
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Because if you,
I can see that.
the tone and you got to listen to what the man said in the trailer about what leader ain't went through, something like the fact that they are fighting these white people on these boats. It seemed they both, like the Atlanteans and the Wakanda, they both are fighting these white people on these boats. It's like, I think that their stuff is more so a misunderstanding of vibranium.
Yeah, I can see that.
Whereas the real villain, the person behind it, is
somebody with some money.
Wanted for whatever reasons that he wanted. And since we know we going towards Fantastic Four and Secret Wars and all of that stuff, I'm like, it kind of makes sense because we do know that Namor is, if you read any of the comics, he's a mutant, and he's not really a villain. He's more so a anti-villain. He's really Aquaman to a certain extent. Like, he don't.
Hey, be right back.
All right.
I get it. Yeah, and I think according to the I guess the comic book history, like Namor was like one of the first mutants.
Yeah, so he basically he's one of the first mutants, and he, of course, he was on the Illuminati board that was featured in
a
version of it. So he's definitely not a villain. He's more so an anti-hero. Think of Batman's and stuff like that. Venom.
I'm fine with that, but now my concern is, where's the hype for Jonathan Majors and Kang the Conqueror? It seems like they're building up for the next phase when they haven't really built up for this phase.
Because this,
I know Ant-Man's coming out next, but like that's gonna be his first introduction. But how is this phase going to end though?
And that's the thing. See, I believe that instead of, because Thanos was the big one for the last, right. I believe that they're splitting this one. They're gonna have two top dogs. That's how
I can see that being Kang and
Dr. Doom, and whether they fighting each other too, or because it's a war. And my thinking is, you're not only warring with, the good guys, you probably warring with the because Kang is trying to conquer the world, and so is Dr. Doom. So I think that it could be interesting because it's even though they both trying to conquer, like, they might not necessarily be working together to do it. Like, because I
definitely don't think they're working together.
Because it's Kang Dynasty, Avengers Kang Dynasty, then Avengers Secret Wars. See, what I'm thinking is that Kang is really going to like try to defeat everybody in that movie. He's going to fail, of course, or he might succeed. Who knows? But then Secret Wars is when Dr. Doom is going to bring what he's trying to bring into it. And then I think it's just going to, I think it's going to be more of a world war, because I think it's Captain America New World Order, but I think it's going to be more like a world war setting where you get evils, because Another thing is the cosmos. We don't know what Eternals and like, because Kang and Doctor Doom ain't got nothing to do with that. So
Yeah,
at least from my
yeah.
knowledge, they ain't got nothing to do with it. So,
But I
but
think, but the Eternals was like,
Celestials and stuff.
yeah. I'm saying like what their place was, even though the movie came out after the first phase, it seemed like that should have been somewhere in the first phase.
Exactly.
Or
And
maybe like the transition from the end of the first phase to the second phase, because they mentioned like where were y'all when Thanos did what they did, and then they say whatever they said, and
right, because they job was never to interfere with the stuff. It was just to, I guess, set up the, set it up so it can happen. So
so so so what we gonna do with the end credit scenes for that from that movie? Because what's that? Fox Star, not Star Fox, but the end credit scene was
Thanos' brother and
Thanos' brother and not Dandy Newton, Charlize Theron.
yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, that was that was Doctor Strange. Celestials was Kang's brother, and was that another one?
No,
Oh yeah, the Black Blade, the
yeah,
Blade,
yeah.
the
Yeah,
Black Knight, and
yeah,
Blade. Yeah,
yeah. That was the Blade reference though.
yeah, that was a Blade reference. Okay,
See,
all right, okay. I ain't even trying to bring that up because that might be somewhere they gonna squeeze it in there somehow.
yeah,
But I just
it's
don't want. I just feel like we saw He Who Remains. What he wasn't Kang when we saw
yeah,
his variant
right.
in the Loki series. But after that, there was nothing else, and I'm trying to figure out like, okay,
Cause see,
that did build up some hype, but now it's like, okay, we gotta see something else now. Like,
so literally it. So basically, outside of just watching Black Panther for Black Panther, the post credit scene you would assume is gonna set that up because it's literally the next movie to come out. Like Ant-Man is coming
Ant-Man.
out in early next year. So and then
Yeah,
after that, Loki season 2 is coming. So it's
right.
like, so we know we getting Kang stuff in Ant-Man, Loki season 2. Then after that, I believe it's like Captain Marvel,
How
and then
much?
they do
How much? If you remember, how much Thanos cameos were there in the first phase? There was him in
there was him after the what's the
the
one
first
with,
Avengers, right?
no, it wasn't first Avengers. It was the was it Iron Man 2? No, it was Thor. It was Thor 1 because Thor 1 is when the post credit scene was Loki coming to Earth searching for the Tesseract.
Right. That was yeah. That
And
was
then
Thor.
and then that was the end. That was the post credit for Thor. And then Avengers, that's when
Avengers.
Thanos really revealed himself and was like, all right, I'll do it myself. And then he went and grabbed the
Right.
empty gauntlet. So that was the first, but we knew that Loki was that Thanos was the one searching for the Infinity Stones from Thor. I just don't remember
Yeah.
the actual scene of them, but we know that's who
There
that
was
was.
there was the Avengers movie was when they was messing they was
The Battle for New York. Because you remember they gave Loki the staff. Thanos gave Loki the staff.
no I'm trying to figure out because Thor had a vision. I think was that Civil War? Because they was fighting against a Scarlet Witch and Silver Quicksilver, and she messed with his head, and he had a vision about
Oh, that was no.
gem.
That was Age of
Captain
Ultron.
America.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah, Age of Ultron. That's what that was. I think he was in the post credit scene of that too. But
Yeah. Okay.
because
Okay. So that
Ultron
was
wasn't in.
about.
That was
Go
about
ahead.
the Mind Stone. That was about
Right.
getting
The stones. That was
yeah,
about the stones. Period. Yeah.
period, yeah. And then Ultron wanted to destroy the Earth after getting the
Right.
stones, and then it went from there. It went to, I want to say,
Yeah.
Thor: Dark
It was the
World.
Tesseract, and then there was the Mind Gem.
Then after
I
that,
don't
it
think
went to the
I
Thor:
don't think the
Dark
other
World.
stones happened. Oh, okay. See, I didn't see Dark World.
Yeah, Dark World is the red stone. I forget the name of that one.
Okay. Okay.
Because that's the one that Jane got infused with or whatever, and that's how I'm assuming that's why she had cancer in the third Thor.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. So
So
then
that's how many cameos for the build up for Thanos?
it was
That's about
because
3 or 4.
Guardians. I think he was in the Guardians movie too. Because when the dude that the original Guardians movie, the
But
dude.
but I think the Guardians was the last one before he kind of like before because the Guardian that movie because that credit scene was like he was finna go on the attack, right?
Exactly, but the but they got the Power Stone and they left it on that planet, so he was going to get that Power Stone. That's what he
Right,
was doing after
right,
after the end of Guardians,
right,
and
right.
then you didn't see much from him until after Thor Ragnarok when he came to Asgard to get the Space Stone.
Right. Okay, so how many cameos was that?
I want to say about 4 or 5.
About 4 or 5. So
Yeah,
Kang only has so far
one,
just one.
and that was Loki season 1.
Right. So I mean,
And that
so
wasn't even Kang. That was just a
that was
variant.
he who
He
remains.
who
Yeah.
remains. Yeah.
I mean,
That's why I have to believe that he has to be in this post credit scene because the only
yeah,
other
yeah.
content besides this is I think Guardians Christmas special, which I doubt that he's got something to
But
do with.
that don't sound like a serious
It don't, and
thing. That sounds like a
it don't.
spinoff.
So I think, yeah, like I say, the next thing after that
That'll
is
be Ant-Man, huh?
is Ant-Man and Loki season 2. So yeah, you might be right.
Okay, so we just gonna have to I'm gonna just have to trust. I know you already trust Kevin, so I'm gonna just have to trust Kevin know what he's doing because I'm like Thanos got a lot of cameos for his build up.
But I think that it's kind of smart to not. Cause I know we want him
I'm with the angle too. I'm with if that's the angle, then cool.
because
But I'm just like
you don't want to show you because I don't think that this Ant-Man movie is set up for him to succeed. That's the thing.
no,
Like
I don't think so
we
either.
all think of the superhero movies and them winning. I don't think Ant-Man
Right.
gonna be winning in this movie. like based on the leaked footage that I saw of the trailer, because I did
Mm-hmm.
like the Comic-Con trailer of Ant-Man, because they showed it
Okay.
at Comic-Con. He was like, he basically Kang was like, I killed so many Avengers. Which one is you again? So this is a Kang that's established.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like,
heard about that one.
yeah, so if this Kang is already
I can't wait. I can't wait for that. I cannot. I want to see. I want to see this cat. I want to see. I want to see it.
I truly believe that he gonna come like Ant-Man is gonna be I wouldn't even be I'm be honest, I wouldn't be shocked if they die. Like I'm gonna be totally honest. Like because I don't foresee
Because
Ant-Man
we gotta raise the bar, right? You gotta raise the bar.
exactly, and I don't
You gotta
foresee
raise the bar.
but we do know that because I'm like, I don't foresee him being a part of any of the future plans for Marvel. Like to be honest, like what outside of Kang City being in the what they call that realm? The not cosmic realm. The when they get real small, quantum realm.
Quantum realm.
Yeah, outside of that's where Kang City is, they have no purpose for Ant-Man. And if Kang leaves that city to conquer Earth, what's the purpose of having him? You don't need to go back to the quantum realm no more. So it's like, will he survive? Because he don't have superpowers. So how can he defend himself against Kang? Like I'm trying to figure out how he's gonna win in this movie, and I can't see a way that he wins. And I think that's why they've been so quiet on Kang. Because when he come, the man warned us, like, you don't want to see my other variants. And we want to see him so bad, and once we see him, we gonna regret seeing them. That's just my personal opinion on that.
Hey, let me pause this. I gotta get on this prayer line real quick.
Okay.
And